Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am the rightful Brandon Snow, and today I'll see if I can get as drunk as John Elway and still keep my wits about me, discuss why James Harrison really is the baddest mother effer in all of football, and why I believe former NBA star Nate Robinson will make it in the NFL. That's Good Sports. Nothing like the sweet taste of an IPA after you just brushed your teeth. Let's start with the true Mile High King himself, John Elway, who was recently captured on video by the world's most trustworthy news outlet, TMZ, leaving a restaurant or bar or vape store after having a few drinks.
Congratulations on your refreshingly candid and open media policy award.
Good for you, bud.
John, what do you think about Von Miller cutting you out of the White House photo?
You know what? That's too bad.
He's a hater.
Perfect response from a man who's brokered a lot of deals with a pint of scotch in his belly. Don't mind the jerk who asked him that stupid question. Let's focus on Elway's 3 keys for smooth drunk success, or SDS as they call it. First, he exits the restaurant by making a joke about being too famous to be seen. Boom, eases the tension. Lets everyone know he's a fun guy. Then the TMZ puppet tries to warm Elway up with a softball compliment.
Congratulations on your refreshingly candid and open media policy award.
What he's referring to is that VP of Public Relations, Patrick Smythe, and the entire Broncos PR staff, including Eric Schubert, Seth Medvin, and Rebecca Villanova, received the Pete Rozelle Award for Excellence in Public Relations. Now, I do mention all of the PR staff members by name in hopes they decide to use me, Brandon Perna, as their future mouthpiece for the Denver Broncos. Patrick, I will always spin the stories in the Broncos' favor.
Good for you, bud.
Oh yeah, back to the video. Elway, step 2 in the 3 keys for SDS. Ignore the question and just say something nice.
Congratulations on your refreshingly candid and open media policy award.
Good for you, bud.
And finally, step 3. Make people believe your feelings were hurt by Von's Instacrop heard around the world. If you don't know what that is, Von Miller cropped John Elway out of his White House picture on Instagram.
You know what? That's too bad.
He's a hater.
Now, Elway showcased humor, flattery, vulnerability, and I would be shocked if this video alone does not win him the Executive of the Year award, which he deserves. Former basketball dunk contest champion Nate Robinson is trying out for the NFL. Now that's sort of old news, but this picture was recently posted to Framp Camp's Instagram account of Robinson training to play in the NFL. A lot of people are betting against Robinson to make it in the NFL, but after seeing this picture, I'm a believer. Sure, he's got the perfectly shredded body needed to be an NFLer, but what really convinced me were his workout pants. It's not because his thighs look like they took peyote in New Mexico and then camouflaged themselves in Georgia O'Keeffe abstracts. It's not because the determination Nate Robinson has in his eyes, even though that determination clearly is so fierce that the guy in front of him is in constant fear of being mounted. I have faith he'll play at least 1 year in the NFL because if you zoom into the pants, yeah, right there you see they are Jordans. Michael Jordan, aka the world's greatest basketball player to switch sports and play 1 year of bad baseball. That is a direct sign that another great basketball player can make the same transition and play at least 1 year of mediocre football at the wide receiver position. At the very least, we know he'd be better than Dwayne Bowe. We also finally learned the exact reason why Michael Jordan has been crying so much lately. These fucking pants. Finally, I'd like to congratulate the man I'd least like to ever meet, James Harrison, for telling the NFL to kiss his big acupunctured ass. Harrison is being probed by the NFL in relation to the Al Jazeera documentary that aired last year accusing several NFL players of taking HGH or various forms of PEDs. The documentary has since been torn to shreds by me, and its claims recanted by its main source. Anyway, Harrison posted this to his Instagram account about the NFL wanting to interview him about the PED allegations. I never had a bully before in my life, and I'm damn sure not about to have one at this point. But since I'm a nice guy and don't mind helping clear the air in the name of the NFL Shield, I'll do this interview with these stipulations. The interview will be done at my house, before training camp, on a date of my choosing, and Mr. Goodell must be present, James Harrison. Now, I don't work at the NFL, but if James Harrison talked to me like that, I'd do whatever the hell he wanted. If he doesn't hurt you, his children will.
My son's 7. He got better ass than you.
Personally, I think James Harrison should be the next commissioner. Can you imagine if you were a player who had to meet with him and try to get a suspension reduced? Mr. Harrison, can we change my 4-game suspension for using marijuana to 2 games? Okay, 4 it is. Have a great day and enjoy your lunch, which I am assuming will just be a plate of dead bunnies. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Make sure you subscribe here. Give me a follow on Twitter at Brandon Perna, and if you haven't already, check out my gaming channel, That's Good Gaming's, where I will attempt to play video games and stuff like that. Thanks to my friends at the Mile High Report for posting these videos. Give them a look, milehighreport.com, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We fucking made an episode of internet television. Was it good? Nobody will ever be able to convince me that it isn't. Except for the 20 people who dislike this video and the 8 people who will say something really mean.